Hi, welcome back to the Paper Turtle. I've been saying that I was going to do this for a long time, and I finally got around to getting a few things together. I am going to show you the things that I'm going to be putting in my Etsy shop. And it's not a lot, it's just a few things. It takes a long time to get these things together and, get all the pictures and put them up there and everything. So it takes me a while to get anything up there, but I have a couple things put together to show you. And if you're interested in any of these things, just go to my Etsy shop, the Paper Turtle shop, and they will be there. The first things I'm going to show you is my yellow bundle, and this is going to be all yellow stuff. I had some kits up in my shop that didn't seem to sell very well. So I sold one, but the others didn't sell. So I took those down. Well, they came down, they timed out. And I decided to revamp them a little bit. And instead of trying to do a kit that was theme-based, I decided to go with color-based and see if that works a little bit better. It's just basic miscellaneous junk journal supplies. So this kit is the yellow kit, and I don't really want to call it a kit because there's not enough here to make a complete journal, but there's enough here to add to your journals and enough to have fun to play with. So I guess I should just call it supplies. So the first thing we have is a piece of fabric, and this is, what size is this? 18 by 12 inches. And it's just a really pretty piece of yellow cotton fabric. We have four, I think there's four, yep, 4 yellow envelopes. They're not real vintage, they're from Hallmark, but they're fun to play with. Then we have these fabric swatches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the squares, and these are approximately 2.5 inches square. And there are 6 of these. I was trying to think, these are hexagons, right? I know, that's silly. They're 6-sided, so I think that's a hexagon, isn't it? So I have 6 of those, and I have this wire flower. It's got like a wire stem. You can wrap that around something, do something with that. And it's kind of like a mesh. The petals are kind of like a mesh. I don't know how well you can see that. And it's got some bling on it. It's really pretty. So that's in the kit. And then I'm going to show you the ribbon last, I think. There's some playing cards, and I have 3 different kinds of cards. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each card. So there's this one, the little dog in a white rose. He's very cute. There's this one with the sun, and I don't know what that is, the face in the sun, I guess. And then the yellow rose. Now these cards are used. I'm going to say that they are probably vintage. And they are in used condition. You can see some of this, the rose one has some aging on it. And there's a little bit of aging on the other ones. So these are not new cards. They are in used condition. But that's what we like, right? And then also in this kit is going to be, a variety of stuff here. These are fun. I have, let me see how many I have. I wrote this all down. I have 20 paper flowers, and they're all different sizes. Most of these are the old Prima flowers. There's 20 of them here. This one's even got a little bit of glitter on it. And then I have, there's 18 buttons. These buttons are all different kinds. Most of these, if not all of them, are vintage. And they are all some shade of yellow. And these are all the buttons here, like this one. That's an oldie. And some more. And I think this one, I don't know. It may or may not be Bakelite. I'm not sure. I don't know. But if it is, lucky you if you get it. If you're into that kind of thing. But it's kind of a cool button. It's square and the buttonholes are right there. And that one's kind of fun. So there's all the buttons. And then there's some paper clips. I have 4 yellow paper clips, 2 big ones and 2 little ones. And some beads. Let me see if I can get the beads all up here. There's different sizes. They're all some shade of yellow or kind of goldish. And there's some of these square letter beads, they're like blocks. Excuse me. They look like little blocks. They have letters on them. Those would be good for little golden book journals, I think. And then we have, oops, we lost a bead. Then we have a yellow tassel. This is one of those like leather tassel-y things with the gold top. That big. And we have this jewel. Ooh, fancy. I believe it's a button cover. It's got this metal thing on the back. But I think we could do something with that. Put it on the cover or somewhere inside the book, or I don't know if you can get this part off or not, but I think you might be able to thread some yarn or something through it. Be something to play with. So those are the little things. And then also in that bundle will be these trims. So there's, how many different ones do I have here? There are 7 different trims. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've had a cold the past week and I thought I was better enough to do this video, so I hope I don't cough all over you. There's this one, yellow with white polka dots. All of the trims are at least 24 inches long, probably a little bit longer. There is this one. This is yellow hem tape, seam binding hem tape. I don't know which. I think those are hem tapes, those lacy ones. And then this is a ribbon that has some white stitching through it. I hope I'm holding this stuff up and I hope that you can see it. And then this lace, this is real pretty. It's kind of gathered. It's a very light, very, very pale yellow. It's very nice. Some of these things would really look good in a springtime junk journal. And then there's this kind of thready thing with those holes. I don't know. You can see that. And some eyelash trim. It's very nice. And this is a vintage, I'm going to guess maybe from the 70s. Just a cute little, kind of almost a crocheted looking yellow trim. It's cute. So all of this will be in my Etsy shop. And that is the Paper Turtle shop. And I'm going to, actually I won't show this video until I actually have this up in my shop. So by the time you see this, this will be all set and in my shop and ready for you to purchase if you so choose. And if you don't care for the yellow, I also have green. And I'm going to show you that. And if there's any particular color that you would like these types of supplies in, just let me know in the comments down below, because I can make up these kits in pretty much any color. I have so much stuff that I think that I can find any color that somebody would want and make up a pretty good kit in it. So let me know if there's a certain color that you want, and I can put that together for you. Okay, the next one is the green, and it's very similar, but there are a few differences in it. We have, there's 3 envelopes. They're kind of almost an aqua color, but they're also the same Hallmark. They're not vintage envelopes, but you can make them vintage. There are 2 tags here. These are chalkboard paint. It's not paint, paper. Whatever it is, it's chalkboard for you to use chalk on. They're kind of fun. And then we have the fabric squares. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, and they are approximately 2.5 inches square. And triangles that are approximately, I think they're like 2.5 by, this edge is 4 or something like that. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. That's about 4.5 on the long edge and 3.5 on the short edge. And so there's 5 of those. And then the playing cards, I have 2, 3, 4, 5 of these toucans that say Costa Rica on them, and 5 of the pink roses. And these also are in used condition, so they are not they're not brand new cards. They are in used condition. They're in good condition. I'm going to say that these roses are older and these are probably newer. And then with this grouping, we have I should throw a piece of fabric in here too. I might throw a piece of fabric in this group too, because I noticed the yellow group I had a piece of fabric in, and I don't have one in this group. So I'll throw some in there. All right, so we have our buttons, most of which are vintage. And there are, where's my list of green? There's 22 buttons in the green. And like I said, most of them are vintage. They're different shades, different sizes, just a variety of buttons. And then we have 21 different beads. They're, again, different sizes. These beads are kind of cool. I don't know if you can see them very good, but they're green glass with kind of pink something wrapped around them with little pink dots, almost like flowers. They're very pretty. There's a few of those in there. These are painted glass. There's a couple of those in there. The other ones I think are plastic. And then there are, how many flowers do I have? 30 of the paper flowers. Again, I think these are all Prima flowers. So there's the buttons, beads, and flowers. And then the trim. And we have, again, there's 24 inches at least of each of these trims. That's the green hem tape trim. And this is another hem tape trim in a more of a, almost a neon green. And we have a light green ruffle lace, very similar to the yellow in the other package, only this one is green. We have an eyelash fiber. This is in variegated shades of green. We have a green rickrack. And this one is a green velvet trim. That's very pretty. And then I will add a piece of fabric into here, and that'll be, you'll see that on in the Etsy shop. So those are my yellow and green bundles. That's what I'll call it. I'll call it a bundle. And then I have also to show you some playing cards. And these are, some of them are new. In fact, a couple of them I actually took the cellophane off the package. And a couple of them are, some of them are older and well worn. And you can see that they're worn, but they'd be really good for crafting. So the first batch is, I've tried to kind of theme them together to make them cohesive, so you can use them in the same type of junk journal if you want to. So these two are brand new. I just opened the package. I think that they're older because the package was older, but they were new. They're not used. So there's fish, and this one has a silver border on it. Let's see that a little closer, and they're just regular on the back. This one is fish with a gold border, regular on the back. These are older. These are used, and these are blue background with seagulls. And you can see that they're a little bit used. And then these are kind of an orangey rust colored background with the seagulls. And then these are new. These are lighthouses. I don't know which way to put it so you can see it. But they're lighthouses, but what's really cool about these, each card depicts a different lighthouse. Like this one is Drum Point, St. Michael's, Maryland. This one is White Shoal, Michigan. Whitefish Point, Michigan. And Cape Tyrone, Prince Edward Island. So this was kind of a cool deck of cards that it has actually different lighthouse on every single card. So those are fun. Those will be one bundle in my shop, and then this will be a bundle, and these two are newer cards. I did not just open the package, but they don't feel like they've been used at all. But these are lilacs, very pretty, and like that on the back. This is a pretty lilac and lemonade or limeade. Very pretty. And then this is another purpley flower. It's actually pink roses on a purple background. And these are older, but they don't feel like they've been used a whole lot, but you could tell that they're a little bit, they're vintagey. And then these are the older ones that have been used. Irises. And you can see the aging on these cards. So some are new, some are used. All are good for crafting. And then the third bundle of cards that I have, there's another one of that one. There's the yellow rose, and these are well used, can see the aging on them. And these ones are really well used. These are very vintage, and I believe that these are from the 70s. Because I think I might have had a deck of these when I was a girl. I'm not sure. I had a thing for playing cards when I was younger. I used to buy cards every time we went somewhere, you know, in the souvenir shops. So I had a whole bunch of cards from different places. I don't have them anymore. I wish I did. And then these are, I believe that these are also vintage, possibly from the 70s, because the box they're in really looks like it's from the 70s. But they're not used. They're in like new condition. So they're very slick and shiny and everything. So those are what's going to be in my Etsy shop. I've got the green bundle, the yellow bundle, and 3 sets of playing cards. So check out my shop, and I'll be putting some more things in there. And I've got a few things left in there. I've got some buttons and I've got some trim. So check it out. And I'll have probably the next video might be I don't know, Let's Craft Working in My Junk Journal video. We'll see. But thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.